So we're going to see how we can draw the graph of y is equals to tan x. Now, tan x is not a wave like the others. In other words, it doesn't behave like this, because there are places where the values don't exist, as we shall see. So, you get your mathematical table or calculator. The tan of 0 is 0. Now, the tan of 30 is 0.58 approximately. The tan of 60 is 1.73. So, as I said, once we get the first values, the rest can be found from using. Now, the tan of 90 does not exist. Let's see why it does not exist. Tan theta is sin theta over cos theta. The sine of 90 is 1. The cosine of 90 is 0. So you cannot divide a number by 0. So this gives us infinity. It gives us infinity because the tan of, therefore, 1 over 0 does not exist. So this one is infinity. We write it using, even the calculator will not give you the answer. Now, as I said, once you have found the first 4 values, the rest of the values can be found by drawing this. We say only sign is positive here. All are positive between 0 and 90. Between 90 and 180, only sign is positive. Between 270 and 360, cosine is positive. Here, tan is positive. Tan is positive. So you say T. The rest are negative. So, the second quadrant, the tangents are negative. So all we have to do, we don't have to use the calculator, but there's no problem. 120 is like 180 minus 120 is 60. For 60, it is 1.73. So this is negative 1.73. And the rest can be found easily by, once you know these ones, 150 is like 30. 30 is negative 0.58. There's no problem of using the calculator. 180 is like 0. 180 minus 180 is 0. What I'm saying, if the angle is between 90 and 180, you subtract it from 180. You get 0. The tan of 0 is 0. Now we are in the third quadrant. Here, tan is positive. Because tan is sine is negative over cosine, which is negative, you get positive. So here, we say 210 minus 180 is 30. The tan of 30 is 0.58, and it is positive. And there's no problem of using the calc. The tan of 240 is 1.73. to 70. 70, 180 minus 270 minus 180 is 90. Which means the value does not exist. So if you use a calculator, you'll get math error. Meaning, the value is so big, it does not exist. So note those two angles, 300, the value is negative because we are in the fourth quadrant. So all these values are negative, even without... so let's see. 360 minus 300 is 60. 60 is 1.73. You see, use the calculator and give you the same value. 330 is 30. 30 is negative 0.58. 360 is 0. So, the graph of tan is the most challenging one. So, as usual, we identify the x-axis in the middle. And the y-axis here. You draw a line, which for me is already drawn. So you label here 0, 30, 60, 90. 90 does not exist. So we write here, we draw, where it does not exist, we draw a broken line to show that here the graph does not exist. Then we continue. 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270. 270 is infinity. Again, we draw a broken line to show that it does not exist there. Then from there it's positive again. It's negative. The values are there. Now, the values of tan are hard to plot because they are not, apart from 0, the rest are very difficult to plot. So the scale does not just go up to 1, it goes all the way. So let's say 1 is here, 2 is here, 3 is here, -1, -2, -3. 0 is 0, 30, 0.58. It's 0.6. This is 0.6. This is 0.5. And 6 is there. 60. 1.73. It's also difficult to plot. 1.5. 6. 7. 90, it does not exist. But let's check the cosine of the tangent of, what is the number between 60 and 90? 90, 75. Just the tan of 75 is 3. So it's a very big value. It goes beyond 3. So we first draw this graph. It should look like this. We plot that one first. Then we plot the next one. It should never touch this line. 120 to 70. We say 120 is negative 1.73.67 is here. 150, 0.58, 0.6 approximately. 180 is easy, it's 0 to 10, 0.58, approximately 0.6 to 40, 1.7367. You should find that from your graph. This one is infinity. So the graph should look like this one here. Therefore, should come like this. Should look like this one. Then from here, like that. Now, to 70, this is 300, 330, and 360. So each part should be drawn differently. Now, to 70 doesn't exist. 300 is negative 1.73, negative 1.6, 1.7. 330, sorry, 300, negative 0.6. 360 is easy, it's just 0. Then you draw. It should look like this. It should be symmetrical to the other one. So that's how the graph of y is equals to tan x should look like. So in short, that's how we draw the graph of y is equals to tan x. Now, should we be asked to draw y is equals to tan 2x? Then the period will change, meaning the angle of 45 becomes like 90. 180 becomes 360. So the graph will look like this, but it will end before 360. It will end at 180. So we'll look at that in the next chapter.